you're very busy, so thank you for taking time out to be with us today. Today's not about plan your meetings. I just want you to know that. It's about you, our valued partners. Our goal today is to wrestle with some of the challenges that you're facing together, so when you leave at 1:30, you're walking away with some ideas on ways to grow your business tomorrow, this week, next month, and into the coming year.
We've had some cancellations, more towards things that had been booked out 14 to 16 months, and they come back with we're not going to be able to make that meeting this time.
I think the other thing that's happening though too is that after everything is said and done, there's not a whole heck of a lot that any of us can do to convince them, yeah, you need to have this meeting. You may not know you need this meeting, but I know you need that meeting. I need to hit my number. And I think that's a perception that you can lower your price, you can throw more amenities in, you can do this, you can do that, and at the end of the day, it's still not going to happen. So I learned a long time ago in sales, you always had to create this need. You can't do it anymore. It's not in your hand. You have an election coming up, you have the economy issue. I mean, it's somebody else's hands outside of ours.
We've been getting a lot of that lately. Gas prices are too high. The one, like you said it best, the one tank drive.
Even that, we're one tank drive from Georgia and Memphis. We still have budget issues.
They're going local.
Yeah, a lot of in-house meetings. We have a lot of in-house meetings. A lot of companies are taking advantage more of, even if they're flying or driving to their location, they're driving to their showroom, so they're driving to their second corporate location to have the meeting. So they're spending their cross-sell transportation, but just not the hotel room.
Right.
So we were asked to do a contingency budget, saying if you lost 10% of your revenue right now, what would you cut back? So we've already seen through cancellations, shortened attendances, and series that were 3 meetings long now coming to 2. That we're already seeing it, and now we're looking actually to implement a contingency. And it was just an exercise, and now it looks like we're going to actually implement some of it. That's the reason I came here today, trying to get a feel for what everybody else is feeling, if everybody's in the same circumstance, because I don't think that we are, it's isolated to us, and I know it's hit our company overall. I'm just wondering if it's hitting everybody.
Lots
really
of short-term
tough.
business. Whereas like my market's corporate associations and government and associations, they'll still have meetings is what I'm finding. They'll still do their annual conference because people pay the membership or whatever. It's definitely the corporate business that's fallen or whatever. And I think it's just short term because they're fearful of the attrition or somebody from the head up, will say, okay, now we're not going to have it. They don't want to sign a contract to be obligated to everything. A lot of things are that webinar.
You can't increase your rates. You can only do so much. You can only renovate your facility so often. And I think it's hard to offer a lot of stuff because once you do it, then you put yourself into a pattern that they expect it each and every time. And if you want to come back next year, you're going to have to sweeten it a little bit more because you sweetened it last year.
Many are reducing rates. I know that we come up with it a lot. I mean, we're coming up with 5-star properties. My hotels are 4-star, and 5-star are offering lower rates than we are.
We're also seeing a lot of corporations playing the rate game, where they will literally wait till 3 weeks out or maybe 2 months out, and then just start calling around saying who has the space. Someone's going to have it, and then kind of work on it.
I think you nailed it. I mean, I think the presidential election, once that is done, you're going to start seeing the reality of the situation.
We'll see how corporations respond to whomever is president.
Right.
Smart companies will actually do more spending in marketing when there's a down economy than they will do when the economy's up.
That's the companies. But that being said, I'm also looking closer to home. Denver has never brought that much to Aspen because we're not considered drive range. The Beaver Creeks, the Vales, Breckenridge, Copper Mountains, Keystones are much closer in. But I think that's changing. I think that's going to have to change because people are still going to want the luxury. that aspect provides, but at the same time, they're not going to be willing to fly to Mexico to get it. You know, I think they're going to stay within the state. So,
Which is the best thing when things are bad, is to get into the spot and relax. And sometimes we do really, like during recessions, a lot of these spots do really
Do
well.
they? Okay.
Because of that. Because of all that people find, okay, now we need a system. So you have a double-edged sword there too at the same time. You have this market's going, okay, I'm going to have the uncertainty, but then you have another market. And then we're creating new services and going after new target groups that already make an investment, like health and wellness.
Right.
Golfers, we created the golf performance massage, the athletic performance massage. So those people are still investing in themselves. They have the dollars.
So that's something I've been thinking about doing, is talking to some hotels and seeing about maybe creating a package where if they've got a conference that books in, they could be like, hey, you want to do an outing day at the zoo and it's X per person and you get this, this, and this. And then really I'm the one sending all the paperwork.
And it works great because your hotels are not going to they're not going to let you down. They're going to still pay you or because you're including the room rentals in there are not room rentals. I guess they're night times, they're sleeping rooms. You're including that price in your total.
No, I mean I don't have anything yet. It's just something I've been thinking about doing.
It works, especially during New Year's Eve, because we do a lot of business that way during New Year's, because nobody wants to drive home. And the shuttles around at the different hotels will pick them up from wherever our venue is and from your venue. They'll pick them up and take them back to the hotels and then take them to us. So it works great. So yeah, you should.
But a lot of our hoteliers they haven't really changed their rates all that much. The rates between this summer, this whole year and last year are pretty much the same. It's that added value. Now we're seeing all of our hoteliers partner with all the attractions. We'll give you free tickets to this, free tickets to that. I mean, people are still paying that same, nightly rate, but the attractions are hurting, the restaurants are hurting, so it's a way for them to get in on it too, I don't know, I mean, I definitely think that can spill over into meetings with extra, hey, everybody who attends the meeting, let's see if we can get them something,
Try and get new business and trying to, make other people better. To convert that message to your in-house customers, to your operations people, to your food and beverage people, to have them smiling and taken care of, because the clients, the phone calls I get that I love to get are the, oh, and how'd you hear from me? Or, Margaret was there for a meeting last week and she had such a great time, or your staff was so friendly and she said you guys made it so easy. That's really where you see the return. It's not just on your new marketing and your new sales dollars, it's the education and the continuing support of your internal customers to make your paying customers, happy.
But you're right, it's a lot less expensive to go out and keep a client than it is to find a new one. And I think that's the one thing that, working smarter and not harder.
I think relationships are so key, especially in the South. Having that face time with clients, I mean, that to me is priceless. Because you may not get a lead right now, but maybe a month from now, 2 months from now, maybe next year. Hey, remember Laura?
Well, it's always putting a face with a name. You talk to them on the phone, you send them emails, you send them letters, you send them information. Now I finally get a chance to meet you.